Hello, my name is Daphne Garrido. Welcome to Of Darkness and Light. We are on negative time of when I should have been helped, and records will be known. I'm going to speak from my full body, from my whole spirit, and tell about one of the greatest fucks that's ever been laid down by one Daphne Garrido. This bitch. There once was a young woman who met a girl on Tinder and didn't even know she was trans. Just like most of the people that trans woman would meet who she'd actually be interested in. Unlike all the others who didn't know, she said, hey, that's cool, maybe we should try that. I wanted to get a real dick in me. It's the most honest person I've ever met about trans people, about trans women. She was a lesbian, and she just opened up, and she let the trans woman in while they were sleeping on the couch, coming out of an abusive, long-term, emotionally abusive marriage. And the trans woman was like falling in love, dude. And then they met, and it was hot. It was the hottest thing ever, dude. It was so hard not to fuck right away for that trans woman and that younger woman. So hard. The young woman was apt at side-eye, begging for it, being an evil bitch about it, and then just taking it when you didn't expect it. That one trans woman thought it was pleasant to get fucked around in the head when the person seemed to know that they were a smarty pants and was being honest, except for the parts where they said later in the relationship that they wanted to continue being friends. But there was a trip planned and a plan concocted to get all they wanted out of the trans woman over 2 nights, where they became emotionally abusive. They had for maybe a week going up to that trip. Subtly coercive, birthing insecurity, being very, very distant. Something that was a pattern throughout, but came down hard when that young woman realized they were getting in too deep with the trans woman, and there were other options available that were convenient. And they went on a trip, just the 2 of them. And I'm not going to talk about it. Because I felt raped in the highest order to have something drawn out of me just the way someone wanted. Just the way someone wanted. And then to be completely disregarded because they were being honest the whole time, except for when they wanted to be my friend. They just wanted to get pounded real good, epic levels of good. And then they're like, all right, cool, sex memories, that's all life is, right? Cool, bye, there's your good sex memory, we did it. And the greatest cognitive dissonance fuck move of all time, to pretend they weren't in love because it was inconvenient, and then to do everything they ever could to never see that woman again, even though she happened to become disabled and need help and be alone and be isolated and be heading towards the street. And then they compounded it 100-fold instead of just being a human and helping her out. And they exploited the law against a disabled, vulnerable adult, and I am coming for them if they don't make it right, and I'm doing it actively. Messages are being sent. Organizations are being notified of someone's name. There are governmental bodies being notified. Even if they don't believe me, someone's gonna hear. Someone will see. And I'm on my way to getting the help, and I have a living body of proof of my disability and the court documents they submitted against me, so they would never have to admit that they loved a trans woman who got disabled and is embarrassing. That will come down because it has exploited my disability. And their family paid for their lawyers, and they took my livelihood. So I'm gonna do what I have to do. And all I wanted as a humane person was a hug, a conversation. And then once it got to this point where my liabilities all messed up, yeah, help. But no. I hope they try and send more like restraining order bullshit. I love it, dude. I hope they do. I hope they're compiling all the stuff I've sent because it's proof, because I'm compiling it. I kept all the shit, dude. And it's just like, I don't even have to submit much. I just have to submit a few key details, dude, that you left out. Monster person, dude. They probably think I'm mean because I say the truth about what they've done, what they're doing. Bring it on, Mary.